Hi, cello and bass players. I'm going to do this video together for you because you both read bass clef. Reading music isn't something that you automatically can do. It's something that takes some practice. Eventually, you're going to get to the point where you just have it memorized, and when you're playing, you're just reading music. But for now, I'm going to help you out with knowing your note names. So we're talking about notes on the D string and A string. If you are a bass player, it's actually your D string and your G string because we're talking about going up the scale, the D scale. So I don't have a clef drawn on here because I'm not sure if this is going to end up backwards or forwards. So I'm just going to draw the notes. So first thing we need to do, when I learned a new stringed instrument, as I was learning all the instruments, I remembered where my open strings were first. So for cello and bass, your D string is the middle line of the 5 lines of the staff. So let's see if I can do that in the recording. Yeah, there's your D string. Now for cello, your A string is the very top line. And draw that there. And for cello, that's your open A string. For bass, you have a D string and your next highest string is a G. And that one's going to be right there. So let's talk about how to find the letters. If you look at the lines of the staff, you can come up with a cool saying to remember them. So I learned good boys do fine always. So another fun one I like is gummy bears do fly airplanes. I just like the mental picture there. So if we're doing that, we go gummy, G, bears, D, or bears, B, do, D, oh, there's our open D string, fly, F, A, airplanes. So you're able to find your D string and your A string. Now for the spaces, we have to come up with another one. I have 2. I have a city one and I have a rural one. So the city one is all cars eat gas. Not really true anymore, but because we have hybrid cars. Also, if you want to do the country one, it's all cows eat grass. Also not true, but it works for our acronyms. So if we're doing all cars eat gas, you see that G, there's your G. And it's a G for a cello too, which is not an open G string. Let's talk about the rest of the notes here. Okay, so if I put this note right here, it's a space note. It's in between the lines. So we're going to do the cars eat gas. All cars eat. It's an E. If I draw this note right here, it's a line. Gummy bears do fly. It's an F. We already covered the A. So now here's where it gets a little bit different for you guys. We have to start going higher, and we ran out of lines here. So if we put a note that's just right there, just above the staff a little bit, that's a B. So there's your B. Got to memorize that. Then we've really run out of spaces, so we got to draw a line. And that note goes right through the line. That's a C. So we'll have to memorize B and C. And then when you get here, now we have a line, and it's above the line. And that's D. That's the highest note of your D scale. Cellos, that's when you're playing a 4th finger up in 3rd position. Cello players, that's your 4th finger on your A string. So I hope this helped you to start reviewing your note names. If you have any questions, put them in the chat box right now because I'm going to be live while you're watching this. If you feel ready after looking at this, please go back into the must do and try it again because I want to see if you improve your score. And all this year, I'm going to keep helping you with these note names because I want you to feel really confident with your playing. See you in the chat box.